Okay, so my learning is that first of all, like we have to go step by step. I always say to my team that we are being observed, and that is written in our corridor also, that we are being observed.
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Pathfinders, the podcast series in which we bring to you a success story from the world of business. A promoter or a CEO or an owner who has built and grown the business in an exponential way and learned all the way is here to share the lessons and guidance with us. Today, I'm really happy that we have with us in our studio Vipul Garg, the owner, the founder, and the director of Fidesto. Project management consultation is the area of expertise, and there are so many examples that people can draw their inspiration from. More than 10x in last 5 years. He is someone that people look up to in the area of PMC. Today, we are going to ask him a few questions around some of the success stories, and I'm looking forward to a really enriching episode. Thank you so much for sparing time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
As a PMC, your nature of business is significantly different as compared to most of the other businesses in the sense you are in the area of providing services for products that you don't own, that you don't produce. So essentially, you are sitting as a hub between different stakeholders. And that poses a challenge in terms of people and coordination and management, and which is dramatically different from producing a good and selling it in the marketplace. But the nature of business has also changed in the recent past, and most of these services are getting integrated. Do you foresee that in the next 5 to 10 years, more integration will take place and more services will get integrated against PMC?
Yes, like as Fidesto, we are into project management consultancy as well as we are into engineering, procurement, and construction management as well. So we are doing projects in both the modalities. Uh, I always say to my team that when any developer who is the owner of the project, so when he is appointing PMC, so like he is giving his baby to other company, that now you can, like now you have to grow this baby. So in all the complete journey, like we as PMC has to act as a single point of contact to coordinate with everyone, including our respected clients,
Yes.
including our principal architects, including our various consultants, including our contractors, including our vendors. So the whole chain. So we are kind of pivot, and we have to coordinate with everyone, because as Fidesto, like we always believe in 3H, and these 3H are into the nerve system of every Fidestonian.
What are those?
Yeah, so first H is humbleness, because we have to be humble. In all circumstances, we have to be humble with all external words. Because if we are not humble with all external words, because as project management consultants also, we have to take care of many egos.
Yes.
Of the journey, out of the journey of the project. So first is humbleness, second is the honesty, and third is hard work. Everybody knows about hard work.
Yes.
But these 3H, right from the day one of any team member who starts journey from in Fidesto.
Yeah.
So like 3H are, these three words are in every communication, in any conversation, it comes to all team members.
Like your core values, that the organization revolves around these 3H.
Yes.
And it is evident in the way you come across as the founder or as the promoter or as the CEO of the company. In every interaction that people have experienced, there is this humility, being polite and listening to the team members or the external stakeholders. So when you talk about growing from, like you said, the first member of Fidesto family was you, and then today you are more than 240 people.
Yeah.
Over the course of last so many years, and especially in the last 5 years when you have grown almost tenfold, which means the recruitment and hiring new people must have been a really central idea during the last couple of years because you were hiring frantically.
Yes.
What is that one trait that you look for in people before you bring them on board? Is it only being humble, or are there things beyond
No.
Humility.
Okay. So as Fidesto, the recruitment process, we as a first step, we always look towards our existing team members. So
Okay.
so we have team members right from the experience level of 25, 26 years to the level of 1 or 2 years.
Okay.
So everyone is having their references in the prevailing market.
Right.
So our first efforts to have new team members are through our core team references only.
References.
So that is the first step. And when because if existing team member is recommending any other colleague to Fidesto, so that adds to advantage to the system.
Yeah.
That the team member who is recommending, so he is satisfied, he is comfortable, he is happy with Fidesto, first of all.
Yeah.
That's how he is recommending to other people.
Correct.
And when the other person is coming to Fidesto, then he is looking first to his friend
Yeah.
and his colleague, that he is comfortable with Fidesto. So that means maybe because of culture, maybe because of various other things,
Yes.
I should also join.
Since we are talking about people, and one of the 3H that you mentioned is about hard work. Hard work is mostly considered as number of working hours that people put in during the day, and that's why hard work sometimes means that being able to answer the calls even when you are at home, or like you said that there are WhatsApp groups which are live all the time. Given the nature of your business, there are multiple sites which are active as of today.
Yeah.
So hard work can actually mean more than 10, 12 hours of work every day. And sometimes even on Sundays. And there is this debate going on these days in corporate India that there is this 90 hours week and some people are debating it, really hot debates going on online. What is your view about what your team thinks about hard work here at Fidesto?
Yeah, whatever I can judge my team, right?
Yeah.
So I always say to my team that first of all, in Fidesto, nobody is practically bound with the time at all since day one. That is one thing. Means if somebody is having work at home
Yeah.
for his personal something, so let him be at home only. Let him be at home for full day or second day or third day, but the responsibility which is assigned to him or her, so that should continue irrespective of the his or her physical location. So this particular point since day one is already adopted in Fidesto.
Wow.
And because of that, like, everybody is quite comfortable.
It's all about being at the hub of the project, where there is developer on one side, and let's say Fidesto is responsible for taking care of everything end to end. One of those is a very important element where a lot of cost is incurred about procurement of material. Procurement of materials related to construction, which can include steel and cement and a lot of other things. Has there been an instance where, as Fidesto, you took the responsibility of procurement as well, at a certain rate negotiated with the supplier, and the contract got signed with the developer, but at the time of delivery, the rates changed, and it was a much higher rate than what was previously negotiated, and so where Fidesto had to absorb that cost or go back to the developer? And does it happen many times?
Yeah, so first of all, as a project management consultant, we take responsibility because it is a part of our work profile
The deliverable.
to take care of the budget and the cost monitoring and the budget monitoring at various stages of the project.
Yeah.
So during all procurement, it is a joint endeavor from our side as well as from the developer side also for the procurements, because they have their own references, we have our references out of this 11 years journey.
Yes.
So wherever we are getting the best rates for any particular material, so the orders are being placed to them. But during the overall project journey, many times it happens that because of particular market, particular material price hike, so what we have to do, that then value engineering comes into picture, that because of this particular material price hike, we have to procure this material because we have to construct the building.
Correct.
Right. So if we talk about RMC or steel or the core structural material, so we have to purchase that because we have to do that building, we have to do that project. But then the percentage increase in the cost, so then we used to review the overall project, that where we can reduce the cost without changing the soul of the project, without changing the intent of the project. Because
Right.
on other side, developer has already committed n number of things to the customer,
Right.
and we and developer have to respect those specifications, those amenities, everything.
When you grow from 20, 25 people to 240 people within a span of 5 years, that's 10x growth in the team size. How do you continue to maintain that Fidesto continues to be agile despite having become 10 times bigger? Because, like they say, a small boat can turn around quickly, but a Titanic can take many hours to turn around. How do you make sure that continues to happen?
Yeah, so this is, of course, it's a good task.
Yeah.
Means monitoring of the systems and processes, what we have started, what we have nurtured, we have evolved. So those processes and systems, so those must be followed by the all team. So
Yeah.
to take care of all these, a regular training, regular nurturing, regular sessions from top to seniors, seniors to middle level to junior, junior to freshers.
Yeah.
So it is a complete regular training system, right from the top to bottom, bottom to top, at all levels, so that the systems and processes which have to be followed, so they should be followed by all
Yeah.
team members.
Yeah.
And it is, of course, not so easy and not so straight task.
Yes.
So it requires a lot of monitoring, lot of micro monitoring.
Okay. Since you have been on a growth curve for almost 11 years, and that means a lot of definition of your operations is pretty much stabilized now, in the sense that the roadmap for the next 10 to 12 years is also pretty clear that this is the direction we are headed towards. So as the owner of the business, when you look at your balance sheet, obviously you look at the top line and the bottom line. In the midterm, as a company, would you rather focus on an accelerated top line, even if it comes at somewhat compromise on the bottom line, whereby the profitability is slightly lower in the future projects, but the top line grows? Or would you like to first focus on the bottom line, even if that means slower growth on the revenue?
Okay, so my learning is that first of all, like, we have to go step by step.
Okay.
That is the first statement to reply on this, and to go step by step, and on a I would say a mid speed. So fast, but not skipping the steps, not skipping the processes at all, and doing the project and delivering of the project is much more important than the gaining of the new project. Because whatever is in our hand, so clients have already given the responsibility to us. So for us, that is the most important thing to do as compared to getting the new project.
Okay.
Because if we are doing all these,
Yes.
then new projects will come. Because out of this, my whole 11 years tenure,
Yeah.
there is no BD kind of work profile. There is no BD kind of department or a vertical.
It just happens by itself.
It is by the work only. So if we are doing good work, people are observing that, and in most of the cases we have been associated for first project, we are doing 6 projects. We are doing for associated for one project, we are doing 4 projects. So likewise, we have started one project in other cities, so we are doing 3 projects there with the same client. So this is how Fidesto is growing. I always say to my team that we are being observed, and that is written in our corridor also.
Yeah.
That we are being observed. So if we are doing good, then people are talking about us somewhere else.
Yes.
And if we are not doing good, then again people are talking about somewhere else, which we don't know. So we are being observed. So we have to be very particular, and we have to be very defined.
आपकी टीम में बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट का रोल है ही नहीं, मतलब कोई ऐसा कोई पोजीशन नहीं है कि
No.
हेड ऑफ बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट, हेड ऑफ
All
मार्केटिंग?
project people,
Yeah.
right from top to bottom, everybody is business development manager, because
Yeah.
whatever he is doing, so that people are observing.
Talking about the 11 years long growth journey, there have been many such phases when a lot of setbacks could have happened. For example, the demonetization happened 8 years ago, or the lockdown happened, and that went on for a very long time. These are events in the journey of a company that cannot be accurately predicted. I mean, you would not know what can happen in 2027. But then there are things which can be predicted to some extent, like a slowdown, like an economic slowdown, for which the signals are visible sometimes many months in advance. And as the owner of the company, it is necessary for you to stay alert about any such potential events. What do you foresee that Fidesto should be careful about in the next 5 to 10 years so that you are able to mitigate any risks coming from such events? What is it that sometimes possibly keeps you awake at night that you should be awake about, that it, how to mitigate those risks?
So the owner of the company,
Yeah.
be it of big corporate or be it of small organization like us, so like he is the person who has to be aware and awake 24 hours somehow, because it is required, it is needed,
It is necessary.
it is the
Yes.
necessity of
Yes.
because he has to, what I felt out of 11 years, that
Yes.
sitting on other side of table,
Yes.
that one has to take care of many things, and to take care of all the team, all the expenses, all the upcoming expenses, all the growth. So those are again expenses.
Yes.
All new hiring, those are again expenses.
Yes.
So, and plus, there is no obligation that you are doing something, because this is your decision to start something.
After listening to so many interesting stories, I want to ask you another question, and I know that your family is also watching this episode as we speak. When was the last time you went on a family holiday for 1 week and keeping your phone away?
Holidays, yes, but not without phone.
So they got the answer.
So not without phone, but it is a good support from their side also.
Yes.
And of course, whenever I am in some close event or function or like that, so particular for some time my phone may be off. That, but again, when I am switching on the phone, then all the responsibilities tick tick tick. So all are over. And in general, my phone is always on.
Okay.
Yeah, because like project doesn't allow us to sleep.
Business never sleeps.
Yeah, and real estate project especially doesn't allow us to sleep. Means virtually that we cannot be away from our project.
Always on, always on.
Yeah.
What an inspiring and informative conversation with Vipul. It was full of interesting anecdotes that he shared with us during the course of his 29 years plus of life. And as usual, here are my 3 key takeaways from this conversation. The first one: continue to seek newer experiences. As a part of UP government, he took a leap and joined Delhi government. Then he took a leap again and moved to private sector. And then he took a leap again and set up his own business, just to continue to evolve and seek newer experiences. Really impressive. The second one: create a central idea behind who you want to be recognized as. And what I really found interesting is the 3H that Fidesto stands for: humble, honest, and hardworking. And to continue to live up to those core values, because they become your defining statements. And the third one, and I'm really going to take this home and share it with as many people as I can, that SD is your BD. If your service delivery is perfect, you don't need a separate business development team, because your work speaks for yourself. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode as much as I enjoyed having a conversation with Vipul.
And I would say thanks to God, thanks to my friend, thanks to my family, and thanks to my whole team, because they also did hard efforts out of this whole 11 years journey.
I hope you enjoyed watching this episode as much as I found it engaging to converse with people today. Please leave your comments in the comment box below, and see you soon in the next episode. Until then, keep scaling up.